So in this problem, you buy milk and potatoes at the store. You pay a total of $33.98. So it says you pay a total of $33.98. Then you pay $6.06 for the milk, and you buy 4 bags of potatoes that cost the same amount for each bag. So a few things right here. It starts by saying, hey, look, you got your total. The milk, that's something that's going to cost us. And then the potatoes also will be a cost as well. All right, so when we set this up with the costs equals the total. In fact, I'll probably write it over here. I know that my costs, I've got the milk, and then I have the potatoes. Okay, so if I were to add those two together, I would get the total, just the total bill. And those values were given, right? So the milk, it says here, $6.06. I'll come back to the potatoes, but it said the total also $33.98. Okay, so how about them potatoes? Well, we know we're going to get 4 bags of potatoes. We just don't know how much they cost. But it does say down here that B will represent the cost of each bag of potatoes. So I have to keep that in mind when writing this part of the expression. I know that I am going to purchase 4 bags of potatoes. I just don't know how much they cost, but I do know if I were to multiply the cost by the bags, then I would have the total cost of the potatoes. So now when we add those two, the milk and the potatoes together, we get the total. So this right here is the equation which it asked for. Again, I'm going to copy it down here so that I know that I just can work with it and make it clean. Well, from this point, I'm going to use the principle of equality, just like we did on that last problem. I'll zero out the 6.06 by subtracting 6.06 from both sides. That will zero that out, and then I can take my 4 x's and drop them, which is part of the plan. Again, we're doing this with purpose. And then on my calculator, I got 33.98 minus 6.06, enter, and I get 27.92. So again, this can be interpreted. We now can say from the total, $27.92 went to the 4 bags of potatoes, but we want to know how much 1 bag of potatoes costs. So we're going to use the principle of equality here again and change that coefficient of 4 into a 1 so that it will show as 1x. So how do we change a 4 to a 1? We know from the principles of equality slide, if we're going to make 1, we can use division right here. So I'm going to divide by 4. Anything divided by itself is 1. I'll take 27.92 divided by 4 as well. I put it in my calculator. I get 6.98. Now, if you get to this point and don't label it, just be careful. We do need labels while we're doing it by hand. If you need to check, just go back to the problem and see B represents how much each bag of potatoes costs. We're looking at a cost here, not the number of bags. So make sure you label it appropriately with the $sign. Now, will this make the equation true? Yeah, 6.06 plus 4 times 6.98. If you put that in the calculator, you get 33.98. So we know that would make the equation true. So again, we have the equation and we have the solution.